Hi, I'm Neil Whittaker and I'm here to talk about the new pastel range from Widups. These are a beautiful range of bags in real soft colours. You've got your pale pinks, your mint green and sort of like your lemony soft cream, and it's got this wonderful grosgrain ribbon. And what's different about the bags that is unique to Widups is that this has like a grain on it that runs parallel up the bag. It's really nice, it's got a real nice textured feel, and it makes them feel quite expensive as well, the look of them. So we're going to create a wonderful front facing hand tie that's going to sit into this wonderful soft pink bag. So first of all, we're going to take the chins, and I'm going to first of all start to make the tallest part of my design. So we're just going to start to place those in, and then we're going to take some of the fancier leaves, the Dracaena leaves, into the piece. So this is going to start to create the height. So the design is going to be front facing and quite tall in the piece. Got the beautiful antirrhinums or snapdragons, and we're going to take first the two at the top of the design. So we've got these finer points coming to the top, and then we can then start to take the Anastasia. We can start to add in some fan palm around the back of the design, add Asiatic lily. So we're going to add a couple of Asiatic lilies down near the base and the focal area of the piece. And then I'm just going to gently take a little bit of the foliage off, and then we can add the snapdragon down at the bottom. So what we're creating is a front facing design, and we're going to take another of the Anastasia to the opposite side. And then we can add in the wonderful aqua. So this is really bringing definition down to the bottom of your hand tied. So we're keeping the flowers quite clustered, so they're being kept together. So we've got the two antirrhinums near the top, we've got one slightly down at the bottom which we can just gently tease out, and then I'm going to take an aspidistra leaf, and I'm just going to gently fold the aspidistra back, placing my next one so this can sit down at the bottom. I can then add in one of my Robellini and the other one to the opposite side. And then we can take our twine and again go through once, go through twice, and then when you pull, that will stay taut and it's not going to slide, so it keeps that nice tightness to the point. And there we have our wonderful front facing hand tied, which we are now ready to wrap. So here I've got one of the other new cellophanes for summer called Pastel Ribbons, and it's really versatile because you've got your soft pinks, you've got your creams, you've got your whites, so you can use it with many different colour combinations. And obviously with the pastel range, it's going to match all the bags, which you will see at the end once I finish this design. So first of all, we're going to take one square, and I'm trying to make sure that when I do cut, I'm cutting on a clear section, so it's leaving me that nice section of ribbon running through. So I'm now going to take the cellophane where I folded it down the middle, and I'm going to fold over from the next point. And again, using it this way, it's making the cellophane look quite interesting, because you've got lines that are running across, lines that are running parallel, so it's making the actual cellophane look quite interesting. So we've got the lines going across and the lines going up, which is going to look quite interesting against the flowers as well. I'm just going to tidy up the top, and I'm going to just put that to one side, And then we're going to take two pieces approximately 20 inches across. So do always make sure that when you're actually cutting, you're trying to work between the clear, so you're keeping all that pattern perfectly through the cellophane. So we're going to fold where we got those 2 points, and I'm just going to fold in half and put away for a second. And again, approximately 20 inches. And what I want to do with this is I'm now going to fold, so it's giving me like a little tube, and I'm going to run my sellotape down. And what I've actually done is left about 2 inches from the bottom, so it's only giving me one thickness of cellophane, and then it's now giving me that tube to work with. So now we're ready to start to wrap the hand side, and I'm going to fold the bottom up so it sits like this. So it's just sort of tidying it up at the bottom. We can sit the hand tied on, and we can then take the cellophane around, so this actually gives that lovely backing to the hand tied, and you can see because of those different movements of the lines makes it much more interesting. Because we're creating it to go in one of the bags, we need to add a little bit more depth to the piece, and we're just going to catch those at the front. With a small piece of sellotape, and then just go around that tying point, which just holds everything together. Now what I want to do is, because we've got these nice points here, I just want to do a little bit of a trim here. So I'm just going to just take this edge away for a second, and then I'm going to do the same on this point. So it's just evening up the look around. And then we've got our tube, and what we're going to do with the tube is we're going to catch in the hand, like so. And what this is creating is this wonderful little skirt or fan underneath the base. So there we have this wonderful look around your flowers. So you're really creating this nice frilliness. So we're going to take our bag and we're going to again measure. So we want the flowers to sit quite high, so we just want to measure where the flowers are going to sit. So my point is here where I'm going to cut my flowers. So we've checked to see that the size is correct. And 1 square of cellophane at the base. Now with this design, I'm actually going to take my point lower. If I went to the center and brought it, the center, my cellophane is going to start taking control. So it's going to come above. So what we need is to take that down so that this point is only sitting underneath, so it's not taking control. And then I can gently just tease this in the hand, and again fasten off with your twine, and then using approximately about 1 meter of ribbon, we're going to make a bow. So I'm actually folding the ribbon over and making a twist and then going back under, so it's like an over and under bow. And then we can fasten off with the twine. And obviously if you have flower foods, business cards. This can all be added in a small cellophane bag at the bottom of your hand tide, and it makes it easier for the customer to find you. Then you can put your shop identification, and there you have a real stunning hand tide wrapped. And then we're going to aqua pack this and place it into our bag. So I've now aqua packed my hand tide, so it's all filled with water, and we've placed our ribbon on, and now we are ready to place in. And because we've got the water in there, it does add that little bit of stability. So I just need to just give it a little bit of a tap, and there we have quite a stunning hand tie to be delivered in these wonderful new ranges, these pastel ranges. And obviously, because we do have 2 other colours, the beauty of having this particular cellophane is that it is very versatile. So there's nothing to say that you cannot use this one in the cream range. And again, it gives a completely different look, and it brings out the colour out through the cellophane, and again still looks very, very classy. And then we have the mint green, that's the most neutral of them all with any of your flowers. So there you really have a stunning front facing hand tide that can be used in many, many different ways.